Hi, back again today. Continue a little bit more Arcanum. I think we're going to go through and try and do the Thieves Guild quests here, and then maybe try and get to a town to do a few more Thieves Guild quests afterwards. One of the big things I'm going to need to do here is I'm going to need to level up a little bit, because I didn't do this earlier. We have one character point right now. We'll have another one in like one level, but we have basically no pickpocket skill and no prowling skill. The only thing we really have going for us right now as far as thieving goes is our picklock ability. So unfortunately, I have grabbed all of the quests that I can right now. They're kind of given randomly, and I'm not able to actually steal anything else. So the way I'm going to go about doing this is we have a quest to get a larger item. I think this actually shows up in here. Yeah, steal this golden idol from the Barbarians of Kree. So we're going to walk over and go do that quest to get some experience. While I'm here, I'm also going to turn in this other one. Oh, let me actually talk to her again one more time. So do you have anything else for one of the girls? I'm not doing anything with them. I'm really small XP. Yes, I do need something done at the moment. One of our best patrons, Mr. Halster, has been fighting with his wife. Now, normally this would be a good thing, but he actually visits us more when they are getting along. So what do you need me to do? I would like you to deliver this gift to Miss Halster. You must tell her it's from her husband. Make sure she doesn't know you're associated with me. Yeah, that'd probably be a good idea. They live on the corner of Devonshire and Vermilion. He looks at the package. This ought to patch things up between them. I'll get on it right away. So we're gonna, I guess we'll do this one real quick, and then go out to do the Barbarians of Kree, which is a pretty fun area. I think it's, in this section of the map, I think it's the hardest dungeon. But it's also kind of fun. It's actually kind of meant to be more of a sneaking area, but our party is more than strong enough to just fight our way through it. The XP is good, and there are also a couple of items that are going to drop that we're going to want. Hello, I say, you're the man that survived that crash of the Zephyr. I read about it in the news. Hello, are you Miss Halster? Yes, I am. Hello, ma'am, I'm delivering a gift. Here you are, or I've brought you a gift, or oh good, I've got something for you. Let's do hello, ma'am, I'm delivering you a gift. That seems the most polite. Oh, well, a gift? For me? From whom? You pretend to riffle through some papers in your hand. Well, here it is. From Mr. Halster, with all his love. Oh, that was so thoughtful of him, and so unusual. He must really wish to make amends. She smiles happily. Thank you, sir. Here's a little something for your trouble. Goodbye. Thank you, ma'am. Goodbye. She probably gave me something. And since the turn-in is right here, I'm going to go do that, and then we will run over to Kree. Popularized by the Jaffa. Deliver the gift, Miss Halster. I trust she was pleased. You nodded angry. Oh, good. As agreed, you may now take a girl of your choice for a little recreation. Bye-bye. I don't care. I don't think I can show them. Actually got a lot of stuff on here, or on me here, that just going to take space. One of the downsides of Kree is that all of the loot is very bulky. However, it probably doesn't matter, because, like, I don't need the loot. I'm going to sell a bunch of these potions, though, but they're just taking up room, and I don't think any of my characters can even use them now. Maybe Virgil can. So I got a little bit for charges. This hallucinate, I can probably sell. Let me double check. Because I believe that's something I just make with chemistry. Yeah, mushroom and vitae. So that's just like a drop for people who aren't doing chemistry, so they have like a very limited quantity of certain items. I can get rid of that. I don't remember if I need a diamond or not for later quests, so I'm going to hang on to it. Poppy flower I'm going to hang on to. Actually, no, I can get rid of the poppy flower. There's, I can make plenty of healing items here if I need them. He doesn't sell revives. I guess I'll get the bandages. I don't think they are very helpful, but that saves a couple items. Since Jaina here is technically a healer. Yes. This is a pretty small shortcut out of town, but we'll do it. And then over to Cree. Look at that. 7 minutes since I loaded the game when we're actually doing something. That might be a record. If I want to do another quest or two while I'm over here, I could do this Forbidden Pits, or that Ancient Temple, or Viridian, which... Oh, we get a million orcs again. Cool. Go Viridian, which has one quest, and does actually need to be done. I don't remember when, but for a really big character buff, I need to get it. Although... the largest benefits of that I've kind of wasted due to how I skilled my character up. I'll still do it though, because why not? And my party members here are absolutely murdering these things. I think we're still gonna get some Yetis spawning as soon as this guy dies.
That's the way to show those bastards I
Probably should have switched back over to using that pistol. Using this gun is fun, but it is not as strong. Like, it gets one fewer attack, and I'm not sure how much damage it does. I think it's about the same damage. I'll look as soon as I can bring up my inventory. Looks like it hits slightly harder, but not by enough to outweigh the loss of attack speed. Kind of unfortunate these guns are so weak. This is the first time I've actually played with guns in a later game thing. Uh-oh, Jaina's nearly dead. I thought she would heal herself. Oh. Anyways, guns seem to not do nearly as much damage as I thought they would. Once you have like a lot of the rarer ones where you have to actually put in a lot of effort to get them. Kind of disappointing. The pistol's still not bad, but I mean, I'm needing like 5 attacks to kill something, whereas these melee guys who are using not even anything near endgame weapons are doing so much more because they're benefiting from like these strength bonuses. I'll move our guys over here. See if I can find Jaina to heal her. If I don't find her, we're just gonna reload. Quicker than looking. another couple seconds to look. Yeah, I don't see her. I don't really want to look forever, so we'll just run again. Anyways, as I was saying, Viridian here, there is a quest we have to do. It's like a pretty simple fetch quest. These Elven Ruins, we actually just did those. Forbidden Pit we can do. Forbidden Pit is entirely optional. I don't think it's... No, actually there is a, one of the altars for a, like, large quest we want to do is in there, so I do have a reason to go into that as well. Viridian also has one of those altars, and you have to do a quest in order to be able to use it. Alright, so this time, I'm gonna do this. If for whatever reason a character dies again, and I remember, I will reload and actually go grab that pistol. In fact, maybe I should just carry a couple guns I might want to use and put them in these inventory slots. I don't really need to grab a whole bunch of loot anymore. Oh, looks like the chief is dying early. My cat is meowing a lot. I slept in pretty late today, so I think he did get his food, but I think he's upset he hasn't had enough lately. Did get a chase of laser and some toys for about 30 minutes before I got on stream, though. He's surprisingly energetic for a 12-year-old cat. Or 11. Is he? No, he's 11. I hear him back there. I don't see him. Yeah, so I just had to use 5 shots and I couldn't even kill the Yeti. Whereas, like, both the dog and Sog are killing things and, like, multiple things a turn. It's kind of unfortunate because it's not like I can improve my damage via stats anymore either. Like, I've maxed out Firearms, I'm at Master in it, I've got 20 in every stat. So this kind of represents my absolute damage cap. I've even already, like, gone in and got all the in-game weapons, I think. Firearms. For tech weapons, I can't because some of the materials I need aren't actually unlocked at this point in the game. But I think that I have unlocked all of the firearms. Maybe that triple-barreled pistol I stole the schematics for, that might be a better gun, but I'm guessing it's not. And we do have to actually steal that schematic back in order to even use it. And that's going to be difficult without getting more pickpocket. Character survived this time. With the amount of damage I took, I'm actually tempted to switch as well back to my healing jacket. It would use more charges too, so I don't have to carry them. Probably something I'll do when I get back into Toronto. You kind of have 2 choices for... Well, 3 choices as armor for a tech character. You can go either something lightweight with medium protection, something medium weight with high protection, or something low weight with medium protection that also heals you. The healing is actually pretty good if you're a character like mine who wants to be kind of quiet as well, because then it won't, because it doesn't have noise penalties, so it doesn't hurt you sneaking around. I think these guys summoned some stuff too. And they died. Like a Lord of the Pit. Oh, Not Lord of the Pit this time. Foul Spirits. Well, that's better than those gore whatever zombies. Because those things were damaging armor. I don't think the spirits do. We'll see. They did wind magic, which is fine. Got a few kites, little kite guys too, I think they are. There's a lot of enemies though, and they're surrounding me. My gun can probably one-shot them, so I'll end up using my attacks to kill as many of them as I can. And hope my party members kill the larger guys. Yeah, like the dog there needed 5 attacks to kill one. Actually kind of crazy. So, hate berserkers. Kind of unfortunate I couldn't kill more than 3. I was hoping to kill 5 of them. But with the electric jacket, kind of alluding to my stream titles, electrifying people, it's kind of... I was hoping to be able to use like a Tesla gun or something, just run a healing jacket and a weapon and a bunch of other things off the
That's the way to
charges.
show those bastards. I mean,
I don't
wouldn't
think
it,
that's
sir?
going to work out very well. I could still try and make a grenade launcher. I don't think I've made it. And it might do higher damage per hit. Maybe a little slower, but I mean, if it hits hard enough to one-shot things, I'd be pretty happy with that. Especially if you can one-shot things far into the game. This mod is so weird. That's an insane number of gloves. My cat likes to hop on my desk, and I can never tell if he's going to knock over my giant mug of coffee. He's never done it, but he has like bumped it a few times. I don't think he quite understands that there's liquid in it. Why don't you not show your rear end to the camera? Oh. I guess the light in the background is flickering. Sorry about that for anyone who's seeing it on stream who it's bothering. I have smart bulbs everywhere in my apartment, and my wiring is really bad. So they flicker because they get damaged. Oh. Sorry, that's now watching on my laptop. He sees a little video of me losing his mind. So I keep having to push him away. And not because I have a laptop up for, like, what is it? The Twitch dashboard and stuff. Since I have to display capture for this game. And I didn't want to have to alt-tab to do any of that stuff. I don't have, like, a capture card or anything to do a real 2 PC setup. So because of our 20 beauty, these things all have a default reaction of 165. It looks like they are scripted though to go aggro once we get close. It's funny, my characters are actually damaging their armor now, which It does lower the value if we were to sell this stuff. But I mean, I'm not going to loot any of it. If the game were going the way the games normally go with crafting results, we would need a lot more money. But as is, money is functionally infinite without having to do any sort of real farming, whereas we would have to otherwise. So, as a quality of life thing, I do like that because I don't have to worry about money. And it's not like money wasn't infinite without it. It would just require me to like stand around next to a vendor and ask like day after day for the vendor to respawn. He's saying grr. Why did the dog take so much damage there? I'm hoping I didn't like miss him and shoot him. His reaction didn't go down, so I think we're fine. Maybe he was growling because I got good hits in. I still don't know why his health would have gone down. I'm just gonna... Let's first for a second. I'm just gonna pass here. Let my characters do this stuff. I've never actually played this game either as a support, support character, which is kind of what I feel like I am here with this. Like, I'm using guns to kind of like move around the battlefield quicker. I have heals. Technically, I have another healer too, but I've been doing a lot of it. I'm just relegating who was meant to be the healer to just being another melee character. Actually, I did that to both potential healers. Virgil and Jaina. Hey, cat. I'm just kind of like backtracking a little bit here, mostly just because I don't remember where all of the enemies are. I remember where the loot is that I need when I go through this. I just kind of want to make sure I'm not missing anything I can kill. Like, that's a good example of being a support character. I was able to do most of the damage there for him. I could also restore Virgil's fatigue here, which I think I'm gonna do. There's not much like small healing going on from Jaina. She already ran through all of her bandages, so that's why. The heal skill really needs Apprentice and Expert and Master. They get huge bonuses from that. Nothing here that's particularly rare or useful. The Great Helm is nice, I guess. A top hat. I could make another chapeau with the top hat and electric coil here. I can make a helmet with this and this, or this, and this also makes something. I mean, I could make like a goggled helmet here, but I would have to use the skill books for that. I can't just, well, I guess I could make the chapeau without them. Like the goggled helmet, I would have to actually carry this stuff for a while to combine it. And to be honest, I just don't need any of this stuff. We're more than fine on all of our items. Like, I can make bullets, I can make charges, but what do I need them for? I could make... Let's see, black powder and metal can. Okay, so I can't make explosive grenades out of this stuff, I don't think. Oh wait, no, there's a metal can and black powder. I can make 20 grenades here. And you know what? I've not made any yet. There's also liquid soap here. What was the other? Kerosene. Oh, nitroglycerin and saltpeter. And there's the saltpeter. I don't see... Yeah, so we can't make the larger ones, but we are going to do this, honestly, just for fun. I also kind of want to see if I have any good explosives that I can make here. I don't want to make a fire or a flamethrower. Might be fun. I don't think it's very good though. Plastique with the detonator, time bombs. Concussion grenades. Mustard gas. And we're actually going to hold on to one of these explosive grenades as well, because I do want to make a grenade launcher. I'm just kind of curious about it. Now, what was that? There's a sheet metal that I need, right? There's not one in there. But we can still make whatever this is. 21, 20. So we can make a few explosive grenades. Let's see how many we got. Alright, we got 20 explosive grenades, so let's have some fun with them. With my 0 throwing, these are all going to be wildly inaccurate. And not being in combat, they're not even going to detonate. But you can also see, like, I threw it way over here and it landed over here because I have no accuracy. Let's get out of the way. So this idol, or this altar right here, is something that we do actually need. And I thought the item I needed from it dropped in here, but I don't think we've seen any of them yet. It's like a free sword or dagger or something. I remember it's an item that's in fairly limited quantities. I think the altar will also tell me what it is. So we're just gonna... Hey, we hit him. We did very little damage with those, but that was fun. Originally for this playthrough, I was thinking of trying to make a grenadier, but then I didn't go with throwing because I don't know. You can see here these throws. I'm down 1 action point. Like, they use very few action points, which is their big advantage compared to any sort of weapons. Did I just do a critical fail? Yeah, I missed again. Potions are kind of like that too, where they don't use very many action points. If you're willing to carry 1,000,000 grenades, it is a very strong way to do late game stuff at very low levels. Let's see, another massively overpowered chest. I really just like that aspect of the mod. Look, I keep standing down on a chair. To get the right height on my desk and chair, I have to, like, it's just high enough that my feet are off the ground, unfortunately, which is really bad for posture, so I have like a little footstool underneath my desk, but that's too high. And if I lower the desk and lower my chair so everything is correct, then like I have to raise the monitors and the webcam to be at the right angle as well. And it's kind of a pain. Like I can't take the desk down to the correct level, like where everything would be perfectly ergonomic. And I could lower my chair. I've got about ½ an inch that I can lower and still have everything work out. But I went to this setup because when I was playing Diablo 2, I really hurt my hand from like bad ergonomics. That's why I wear these gaming gloves now. Because they help avoid a lot of thumb pain, and I'm still recovering from that like 3 months later. As bad as that sounds. So this altar. Let's see, Great Horn God, terrible, powerful Great Horn God, we shake before you, fearsome, angry, wrathful, Great Shaker. Handle of Bone, Blade of Steel. Yeah, I think Bone Dagger is the name of the item I need. These guys used to drop them. I'm not seeing any. I'm not seeing any on the ground. There might be a couple in the in our stash at this point. My cat's starting to act cute. He's if anyone who's ever seen one of the photos of my computer setup, it might actually be on the main page now, or on my profile. I forget if I added it. I keep a little stuffed animal on it, and it's actually a stuffed animal that my former dog loved. It was like his favorite toy, and it was mine when I was like 3 years old. And anyways, that's just kind of like a remembrance of him, and my cat is currently coming over here and he's using it as his pillow. It's just adorable. Oh. We want to go over here and get this altar. The sneaking path to avoid all this combat is you actually run around this entire side and like jump this wall and in and dodge the patrols. But we just killed everything, so there's nothing to sneak around. We're just gonna take this giant golden idol. Yeah, there's no bone daggers in here. I think the mod might have... Well, no, because... The swords are actually correct. That's what they always drop. So I'm probably just forgetting where to get the bone daggers. These vendor chests are pretty absurd, though. I'm gonna leave them because I really just have no reason not to. Like, it's not worth carrying this stuff. But I think if I ever do another playthrough with this mod, which I'm not sold on, I may or may not, it definitely won't be something I would be putting on stream anytime soon. There's honestly a lot of games I want to play. I don't know if I would use this mod again or not. I would definitely play a magic character though, given like the way this loot's working out. A little bit further away here. Okay. So I think that I'm going to go to Viridian at least and get that that altar working. I forget how far I can actually take the altars at this point in the game without doing some sequence breaking stuff, which I don't have any problems doing. I'm not sure if it makes good content to see me run around the map like that. So here's an altar and it's broken. Can't use it. Well, so let's talk to the priest. I am honored to meet you. What may I do for you? Well, may I ask who you are, sir? I am Edwin Wallows, a priest of the Halcyon Order here in Viridian. How might I help you today? This is the same order that the Master Gunsmith was a member of. A pleasure, Edwin. Do you have a moment to speak? Of course. Well, tell me about this temple, Edwin. The temple here is an ancient one, my friend. It is for the god Halcyon. You see, or Halcyon, would it be? I mean, like, Halcyon days is a saying. Halcyon, I'm gonna use Halcyon. You see, long ago there were many gods, and each god represented a particular virtue. A man chose his gods carefully. Religion was a very serious thing. All of the gods were created by the Allfather, who ruled over them and saw that none were more important or more powerful than the others. Balance between gods was well maintained, and no one religion was more powerful than another. Oh, so what happened? I suppose it's just the way of things that changed. The Panari religion came around. Speaking of Nazareth and its wisdom, their religion was much easier and much more forgiving. The old gods are not that way, and though their voices faint, you can still hear them, and they still hear those who call to them. We of the Halcyon Order still worship the god Halcyon. Now, let me ask some other questions. I have some questions about your religion. Of course. What can I tell you about our beliefs? Can I make an offering to the god? No, I'm sorry, but no one has made a true offering to Halcyon here in almost 200 years. Why not? Well, 2 centuries ago, there was an evil pirate named Stringy Pete. He was an absolute devil. There isn't an act of malice, debauchery, or irreverence that he didn't commit while he sailed the seas of Arcanum. And then one day, he dropped anchor just west of here and found our small village. Uh-oh. What was that? He and his men destroyed everything in town, pillaging what they wanted and burning the rest. When they found the temple, well, let's just say that the old pirate did things to our altar that need never be spoken of again. There hasn't been an offering made on that altar since. Huh. I wonder what he did. I see. Well, why don't you get a new altar? It's not quite as easy as you'd think. You see, there are rules pertaining to the making of altars. Like what? Well, the important thing is that the stone come from the ancient dwarven quarry of Torin. The way there is dangerous, and the quarry itself is overrun with monsters and all manner of evil. We are a simple folk here. There is no one here who would survive the trip. Let's see. Perhaps I could be of assistance. Perhaps you might be able to do so. Sorry, I bumped the monitor while petting my sleeping cat. Perhaps you might be able to do so. The stone you will need to retrieve will be large and heavy. Unless you are very strong, I recommend you try and find Murgo. He's a half-ogre who works around here, and he might be able to help you. Oh, where's the Torn Quarry? The quarry is west of here, near the base of the Stonewall Mountains. He shows us on our map. You should be able to find a suitable stone laying around. We are poor folk here, and I can't offer you anything but our thanks. Alright, fine. You can offer me an altar. A stat boost. I'm happy with that. Here's Murgo. I'm not going to take him because we have more than enough strength on our own. I do kind of wonder why they need us to do this, though, when these guys had the master firearms guy. Like, why not have had him help get the stone before he cut off his fingers? I don't know, these people don't think. We're gonna go over here, and then right over to here. Just dividing my browser up here into two windows. Kind of a pain because the windows that have Twitch chat on an actual stream channel, the chat just disappears if it's too narrow. Like, why would they make it so bad? I just want to be able to see a chat. So stop fat little weasel. If you want live, you give us 200 coin. No. Four shots to hit him from the back, even though I had a 100% hit rate. Amazing. Actually, I think that guy was only 80%. That's still pretty bad odds to fail an 80% roll 4 times in a row. Magnus here might need a heal. He's not surrounded. I might also need a heal. Yeah, this last attack isn't going to kill him, so I'm just going to be a little safe. Heal myself. I think I'm going to be the one who gets attacked. That was a good idea for me to kill myself. I got another level. I think that's 2 level ups now. Resizing window again. I think that's 2 level ups since we started today, which means I should have enough now. More shots. I don't think I need to use that heal here. Better off killing something. It's 2 level ups. I think we have 3 points now, which will be good for both sneaking and pickpocket. We should be able to get prowling up to expert, and then an apprentice pickpocket. I feel a lot better if we can get pickpocket to expert as well. The apprentice, it's possible, I think, to complete the Thieves Guild quest with a bit of saving and reloading. It's all kind of RNG. So they're all healed. While I'm running around, I might actually consider going down to Durnholm and giving this deed to a woman there. It would give us another reputation in Shrouded Hills, make them love us further. And the reason I do it is, like, we're just right in the... Well, I guess we're not in the area, are we? I was thinking we're near Toronto, but that's not actually what matters. Ooh, Hollow Man. I don't remember them. These might be a new enemy made by mods. Usually I think mods only add schematics or change, like, the number of items you make crafting. I didn't know they created all new enemies. Or maybe these aren't all new and I just don't remember them. Because, I mean, they are only level 12, so they're not, like, particularly high level. They did just make some water elementals, though. Elementals are something that I'm going to want to keep an eye out for. Water isn't that much of a threat, but earth elementals will damage my weapons when I hit them, and then fire elementals will damage my weapons when I hit them, and damage my armor when they hit me. But since they are just summoned elementals, killing the caster kills the elemental. Well, that was basically no damage taken. Well, this interrupts my plans to escape. Normally I eat, I don't know, based on the time I've been waking up lately. It's hard to say if what I normally eat around 4:30 to 5 is breakfast, lunch, or dinner. So we're just gonna say it's a meal. But because I'm streaming today, I can't really stop and do that. So I have a little bit of string cheese here to have as a snack. I was planning to stream until probably around 7:30 or so tonight. And then after that, I'll make myself some dinner. Might stop at maybe 7. It kind of depends. I have some plans with people. But the time that we do things isn't really set in stone specifically. Eyes itchy too. With the allergies. So these evil beasts that they were talking about are just gorillas, really. Throwing grenades never gets old, even if it's not a lot strong. Well, I take that back. Individual grenades are not strong, but the action point economy on them is really strong. Okay, good save. Let me count these. It looks like 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, so I have 27 action points a turn. Go. Oops. That cost me. Reputation. Yeah, it looks like I can throw, like, I think 12 or 13 grenades a turn. So, I mean, I can do at least double the number of attacks as I can with a gun. So this elf villager, unidentified dagger. I think that's a pretty good bow. If I remember right. Like this was a spot to get like some sort of elven bow or something that you can't normally get. However, we're just going to take the Salter Stone, which shouldn't be a problem, but we just don't have a room. It's kind of like those stones in the other area when we were moving them into that guy's cart. So because of that, we're going to take a few of these items that this guy's not going to be dumb enough to equip. Okay, and now I can carry it. You know what? Let's actually just get it out of our inventory space entirely. I just want to double check people's gear, make sure they didn't do something dumb and drop stuff. Okay. Now I can just get out of here and back to Viridian, whatever that's called. I'm having to do getting messages about some things, trying to respond, and normally I could just type on my keyboard, but I can't really tab out in this game. I'm like trying to do it on the side, but it's like a keyboard I don't type on very much. It's not a good spot to type, so I'm trying to like just do it with one hand. It's weird. It was also strange that this just said no room for items when this guy died. It's like it spawned a million items, I think. These grave lurkers are kind of annoying.
It is done.
Oh. And, ah. Oh. Okay, so there was a summoned earth elemental that died. So it looks like I did pick the right one to kill. XP too. Yeah, I'm really curious about that armor. Like so many copies dropped. Oh, so it looks like he spawned a bunch of copies of armor and then it pulled all of them. It's such a weird thing for the mod to be doing. Really, this is good for leveling, even though it is slightly longer fights. And they're not really a challenge, but at least like these fights are interesting enough that they have the potential to like, spiral out of control quickly. Like I can still have characters die. Although it's weird, like, even though I'm carrying items to revive them, so I wouldn't permanently lose them, just because of the sheer number of corpses, it can become very difficult to revive them. Even though I'm, like, you know, taking precautions, so if something does die. And trying to play with these rules. Yeah, 4 points here. And I was like saying I was going to save some of these points for when I was actually going to need them. But I'm just going to spend them right now. Prowling, I'll be able to take the expert. Pickpocket as apprentice here. 1 more point will let me make an expert though. And these guys, I'm not going to bother with their character points yet. I do kind of wish that I knew I was going to get so many of these stat boosts though, because then I would have really just power gamed my main character, like min-maxed. Well, not even min-max really, it's more just max, I guess. Greetings, can I speak with you? Of course. Well, I've returned with the altar stone. You have? That's wonderful. Here, let me take it. He does so. Wow, that's heavy. We'll have this altar fixed in no time. Thank you so much. May Halcyon always light your path and show you the truth that awaits all. Cool. So we now have this altar. Great. great god of truth, master of the sky, reveal yourself with this branch of olive. So it needs olive branches, which I don't think they spawn around here. I think they only spawn in the dwarf caves. So that's like another just thing I can't do yet. I am curious about these plants, if I can dig them up. I can't. I always wondered that, because one of the things I can make is called lemon and potato charges. I think only once have I ever seen the schematic, which is normally pretty rare, although I have it right now. And then like actually getting both lemons and potatoes as well, because I think they both come from Shrouded Hills, but they spawn independently. It's like very hard to get everything to align. I've always been like trying to find other sources of lemons and potatoes. It's a way to get like charges super early in the game. Anyways, now that we have gotten this idol, we're just gonna go back to Toronto. Probably gonna put on the healing jacket and pistol. Lower my armor a little bit. But I will get my noise protection so I can sneak around a little. And then, more important than that, I can complete a couple more of these Thieves' quests. Hopefully the last of them. There are a lot of them in this city, though. I think we've completed 5, and there's like 16 or 14 or something. I'm also going to make another copy of that shield, the flow disruptor, and wear it since I am using a one-handed pistol again. I'm gonna need my electric tech manuals for that. And I'll have to buy the shield too, obviously. But we'll get those things. It's not important to have just yet. So we'll just get them as we kind of run around the city doing these thief quests. And you notice here, or I actually did just notice, we got a fate point out of restoring that altar. I'm gonna talk to this guy. Brother, what can I do for you? I have the barbarian idol. Excellent. What price did we agree upon then? 1,000 was agreed upon. Here you go. Are there any other jobs? Sorry, mate. Seems we hit a bit of a dry spell around here. Our thieves are just too good. So there's no more like major quests. There's just the rumors and stuff that we hear, which is fine. Although I haven't done the one for Cedric Appleby because he wants me to steal from Bates. And I don't really know if I want to do that one, because I think it locks me into a quest, some quest stuff that I really just, I don't want to do. Our quest giver here is missing. Maybe he only shows up at night. Master Black, though, I have something you want. What do you have? Nothing. Can you train me to be an expert at pickpocketing? I do not have the skill. Why not? I thought 10 skill was needed. Oh, prowling is what I'm good at. You train me to be an expert at prowling. Yes, for 500. Sounds good. Thank you. Takes a few moments to show you new skills and techniques. You are now an expert at prowling. Here, take this note. If you ever wish to become a master prowler, you'll need to follow the clues in the note to locate the master trainer. Good luck. I'm sure your newfound skills will impress the underground. Cool. Well, we're gonna read this note. Including my location, as surely as I live, find me and mastery to you I will give. Come to the place where old and new reign, look for an inn, here is a hint to its name. A room with no windows, no floor, and no roof. The number 4 is where you will find the roof. So we did actually pick up one of the riddle notes earlier. The thing about the crow is whatever. We don't actually need these notes though to complete it, which is nice. It's looking at me and judging me. I do need, or I guess I don't need it, but I would like to get Apprentice Pickpocket here. I don't remember where that's from. Maybe this guy? We need like a bad thief to bring us. The Boyle might be able to do it. Oh, yes. Switch my armor here over to the noise protection stuff. As you see, that's minus 80 noise protection, which means if I move around, everything hears me, which makes it very difficult to sneak. I'm gonna put on the small. Oh no, not featherweight chain. Regenerative jacket. No, that's not it either. Small regenerative jacket. That's the one. See there, I took a huge drop in my armor from 84 to 54. Damage resistance went down and stuff too, by a lot. We might switch back to the real armor later. That's just a pretty big change in damage taken. But now we should be able to prowl. I don't remember.
Sure, I'll do it right away.
What exactly that bonus gives us as expert. Let's see if this gets their attention. Yeah, it's all their attention. Notably, it does not get Madame Will's attention. I look like that. Those are all safe. Bunny is dangerous. She's looking in a different direction, though. Oh. I got Laura. I also don't want to be an attacker. We're just going to turn off prowling. Okay, that didn't work. I'm definitely going to need more pickpocketing skill for this, or maybe more prowling skill, or both. But I do think I can get this one. Let me see. That's dangerous. I was able to sneak up and steal from there, although the crawling state is perilous. Get Cassie's jewelry, and I wasn't seen. This thing's just regenerating. So the lucky medallion I might be able to get, especially if you can get apprentice pickpocket. The venom I should be able to get now with my prowling skills. So let's go grab them, or grab the venom. The necklace in that music box might be a little difficult still. I'm also very worried about just making my characters wait too long and them wandering off and me having to gather them up again. We should wait for a while though. It's 3 days for a corpse to decay, and I'm pretty sure it's a bit longer than that for them to stop waiting. Like maybe a week or two. So here I've got the Zoological Society. We're going to talk to this guy. Good day to you. Okay, so Perilous is fine. Not seeing us. Lockpicks are failing. Got it. Another trap hit me. I really should get that flow spectrometer on, but since I don't have disarm traps, it doesn't really matter, honestly. It's just a little bit of damage. I will have to get this thing repaired eventually, though. Just double checking through here for possible things I need to steal. Music box, the jewelry we got. The venom we got. And the medallion we do not have. So, 2 pickpocket quests still. I don't know who might have good training. You can try Boon's Flophouse. Those guys are always kind of sketchy. This guy might. No. Yeah, okay. I thought this guy looked a little sketch. We are now in an apprentice pickpocket. We'll have to wait for nighttime for a black guy to show up so we can steal. We can turn 2 things in right now. Have something you might want. I have the venom. Yes, we've been waiting for that. Cool. I have something more. I have the jewelry. Cool. And then we're going to advance time here to evening. Another couple hours. That's weird, our fence contact isn't here. Neither are the guys who should be sleeping. And it's midnight, so I wonder if I messed up by having that on screen. And it's time with full day. Saw a character walking over here. Oh, there we go. So let's try this. Oh, I failed, but I didn't critical fail, or he didn't wake up at least. And that time we got it. That's actually not a bad necklace. Like, it's that I can't use any necklaces, and that does give skills that I don't technically have. It is essentially strictly better. Oh, hey, there's this guy over here. Sure, take 10 coins. Farewell. Get a quick save here because I'm pretty sure this is going to fail. Stealing is based on, like, if you're sneaking or not, if they're asleep or not, your skill level, the weight of the item. We've got this guy, though, so that's good. And turn in one more quest. Have your lucky medallion. Let's be off. Unfortunately, this guy's going to be equipping that medallion, so it's going to be a little hard for us to get. The schematic might not be too hard to steal from him, though. Most of these items are probably not too hard to steal. Have you heard anything interesting? Panari Temple has been gifted with the blessed Jewel of Hebe. Thank you. Enchanted Looking Glass at Pettibone's home. And Franklin's Ring of Virility. So, the Jewel of Hebe we actually already stole because we were using it earlier for beauty and charisma. One of our characters has it equipped. I don't know who.
What is it that I'm ready?
So we're just going to bring them all back
It's about.
and luck. Well, that's 4 Malokian hand amulets. And I don't have it equipped either.
It is done.
Sure, I'll do it right away.
They're all gonna wait again. It's possible I threw it in one of these chests to just for safekeeping. Yeah, here we go. Jewel of Heat. You know, while I'm over here, I'm going to grab my tech manuals. I'm going to need to grab 4 of the electric ones. And I'm doing this because it's not impossible. I just go by and then craft my shield. I could also use the trap finder, but I think I don't need that when I have 20 perception. I don't really remember. And we're going to try and steal these things at night, which is going to require actually like lock-picking their doors. So to do that, got this one, so it's Pettibone and Franklin. This one's the Franklin residence. Dangerous, risky. Dangerous, perilous. Cool. Quick save, just because I'll save scum. Keeps it on him. We might need him to fall asleep to take this. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to let him go to sleep, which is a little hard. It's easier if you are a woman, because then you get to do some jobs for Madam Will, and let's just say he ends up unconscious in bed. Well, I didn't fail that time, so that's good. I don't think he's going to fall asleep though, given that like it's midnight here. So if he were going to go to sleep, I think he would have already done it. Means we're just gonna need more pickpocket for that. So we'll just focus on getting the one from Miss Pettibone, then turn in the 2 that we can actually turn in. There we go. Oh, why am I a character in walk mode? There we go. Prowling. Oh, damned it. Let's wait a full day. I'm actually just going to advance time to morning here because I would like to craft that one thing I was just talking about. A shield. Especially since I'm wearing this electric jacket, like my defense is so much lower now. Also, I can grab the sheet metal just because I want to make some more grenades. Electric. Flow disruptor. Oh, no room. Look how bulky that thing is. So I'm almost up to my old plate mail defense now. But it's mostly from AC rather than from damage resist. And just because I can, I might have elephant guns already made. If not, Virgil will have to make me one. Oh, I need 40 smithing to do the concussion grenade. Okay, well, I'll do that later then. Although, if there's an elephant gun for sale, I'm just going to buy it. But I don't think there is. There's not. Let me double check the recipe though. Hunting rifle plus large pipe. We're gonna sell some of these explosive grenades and at 866, why not? I just need to keep one on me for that recipe. And I don't want to get too bogged down with crafting while we're running around on stuff. We're very close to maxing out another level. After I do these Thieves Guild quests, I'm probably going to use one of those educator books, because I am actually... I did use one earlier, to catch my characters up in level. But I'll probably end up using another, because I should level through this. Alright, I have something you want. I have the Looking Glass. I have something more. I have the Jewel of Heat. What I'll probably have to do when I steal these is steal the Jewel of Heat if I want it. And I can put it on one of my characters just to fill an inventory slot, or fill an equipment slot, and then I'll steal the medallion. If I do it the other way, when I take the medallion, he'll just equip the jewel. And I don't want him to do that. Although if I can find something more valuable to give him, like one of those random jewelry necklaces, like an emerald one or something, I think he'll equip that over either, which would make it easier to steal. Any news? Okay, so there are no more Thieves Guild quests, so we must have like churned through all of them. We just need the last one, which needs some XP. So it's a little unfortunate.
What is it that you... I'm ready.
How can I help? It's about...
But given that, I think that what we'll do is... Let's stop with the jam. We are going to go into the boil and some stuff up. right after I make my grenade launcher. What did I say it needed? Gunsmith? I don't know how many of these it needs. I'm just grabbing them. Yeah, elephant gun needs gunsmith. And I think I made elephant guns and have them stick, just hanging around here. Let's look. Or maybe I used them to make these things, like the cannon and the blade launcher. It's done. Yeah. But I do have this large pipe, which is the component for elephant guns, so I was right to buy that hunting rifle. Elephant gun. Had I known about the stat thing, I would have tried to, I think, put every science discipline on my main character. It would have been a little less than ideal, but I think it also would have, the convenience factor would have made up for it. Then I wouldn't be swapping items around to craft things. Okay, grenade launcher, and then we are going to be making some sort of explosive here, wasn't it? Concussion grenades, but I used my last one to make the grenade. Very interesting stats on that grenade launcher. Nothing I want to use, but it's really high range with really high fatigue damage, but like low regular damage. Kind of strange as an item. Let's put it back there though with the rest of our arsenal and the rest of our gems, which may or may not be used. And then down. I'm just too lazy to sell. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with the electro armor, I guess. What we're going to do, though, is we're going to take this over to the boil, and we're going to clear that out real quick. We're going to do basically a fetch quest, and then do the quest for one of the gangs. So that grenade launcher, and what I was saying the other day about how really low damage, high fatigue weapons are pretty ideal for farming XP without like any sort of real mods or anything. That launcher is great for that. It used a very low amount of ammo, high fatigue, so it would be without the patches that I'm using, it would be an absolutely excellent item for XP, but it doesn't really work well here. Alright. Hello, Caleb. Do you have a moment? Excellent indeed for you to visit me. It might help you. Is there any work to be had? Well, you can join one of the gangs and do their stuff, or there are other alternatives. Well, I need a job that needs doing. Might be easy, might get messy, you never know. Oh, I'm interested. I get a pretty regular shipment of whiskey every week, except lately one of the gangs has been stealing it. Normally I don't get any trouble from them, and neither one is owning up to it because they know somebody's getting their skull smashed when I find out who it is. I see. Well, what do you need me to do? I need someone to go pick up the whiskey for me. I'm getting real low. You go pick it up. I'll give you some money when you get back. What do you think? Sounds good. The man's name is Biggs. He'll be waiting for you in the middle of the Gorillion Bridge at the towers. I'll send a boy over there and tell him to be waiting for you. Watch yourself. The boy will in place to be getting careless. You hear me? Sure. Uh, well, fortunately for us, the drop point here is not in the boil, so we have a free pass to get careless. Looks like orc bandits mostly, so it's probably clan mod. Like there's half orcs, one dwarf. Hey there, you're Caleb's boy, right? He told me to be expecting you. I'm big. Yep, here for the whiskey. Yeah, I've got it right here. My delivery boys keep getting mugged on their way to Mullins. Hopefully you'll have better luck. Thank you. In just a minute, there's someone that's looking to have a word with you, boy. What are you talking about? Just what is it you think you're doing? Well, I'm picking up whiskey for Caleb. Well, that's a problem now. You see, this here is my territory, and no one brings any whiskey through Malik Nev's territory without asking me first. Anyone have to take that whiskey from you. Well, of course, didn't mean to be a bother. Or, I don't think so, Mr. Neves. You should move on. Well, looks like you learned the hard way. Boy. Yeah. It's 2023. You don't call people. Critical mass. Shoot yourself. Our dwarf is just like, yeah, I'm not getting paid. Like there's decapitated orcs over here. Just gonna hand this to Caleb real quick. Hey Caleb, I picked up your whiskey. Here it is. Yeah, that's great. Grand lad. Thank you so much for your help. Here's your money. You're welcome in Malloy's anytime. I'm departing. I'll be back in 1 second. My air conditioner is getting really cold, and I want... I'm just still good on coffee, but I do want to stop that light flickering in the background. I'm sure it'll help anyone who's watching, and get my AC turned off. So I will be back in a couple minutes. I am back. I didn't bother muting my mic, it seems. Probably good, because this mic is just so touchy whenever I do anything. Alright, so where were we? Alright, so we're going to talk to one of these gangs. We can either join Pollock or we can join Mog. Pollock is a half-ogre, and he's a little simple. They don't put much thought into their crimes. They just beat people to death. Extort. Mog is more of a orc, but more intellectual given that he has competition and is a half-ogre. And I think that the one I'm gonna side with is... No, I don't really care. Let's just see which one I make mad. Human Bandit. The one in front of you is tall, strongly built, with a pair of scars running from the corner of each eye to the bottom of her jaw. It makes her look as if she is crying. Oh, that's attractive. What do you want? Got any reason to bother me, or you just enjoy rolling the dice with a scratch? If you're inferring that my life is in danger, you are sorely mistaken. Really. He whirls on you, a pair of blades appearing in her hands. You want to test that theory, stranger? I'll gut you quicker than a Morbian dogfish. Well... I thoroughly enjoyed that. It's probably going to provoke her, given that her reaction went down when I talked to her, so I'm just going to leave. Yeah, crawl away, dog. You come back here again for no reason. Oh, I guess I don't talk to her first. Let's try this halfling. What do you want? Again, with the boy. These guys, yeah, they need to learn some manners. What do you want there? I have a few questions, if you don't mind. He looks you over, making an appraisal. Don't know you, friend. Ain't saying nothing for nothing, but a man don't go around in boil asking questions of people he don't know. Looks into his drink. Even looking as tough as you do, just ain't healthy most ways. Well, you're not here to start trouble, but I'm new. He seems to approve of your reaction. You're new, huh? Well, it's not a nice place for anyone, but especially not strangers. I'd recommend you watch your step, stranger. That's free advice. Thanks for your advice. Can I have some more questions? What's this pub? This is called Caleb's. It's the best place in the Boyle to get yourself a drink and find out what's new on the street. There's a lot of the clan Mog in here too. Malloy's is no man's land. Pollock told us no fighting in here, and so we don't start trouble. Well, who are the clan? Clan Mog. Clan Mog. Bunch of weak-spined blokes who live here in the North Block. Orcs and half-orcs mostly. Their boss goes by the name of Darian Mog, and he lives in the Bentley, fancy building north of you. Bloody flaming prince hiding behind his nice little house. He spits on the ground. I'd like to get my hands on him. And who is Pollock? Pollock, he's our boss. We're all part of Pollock's gang. Bloody nightmares we are too, eh boys? They all let out a raucous howl, toasting above the table and spilling most of their drinks. And Pollock's a half-ogre, lives down in the South Boyle. There's two bosses here in the Boyle, but Pollock's the one to be afraid of. I think this guy's a little biased. I have myself a drink too. I see. A few more questions. Don't see why not. Make it quick. How do I get work? Well, the bloke's gotta be careful about who he works for in the Boyle lad, for example. Let's say you were to take a job for Clan Mog. Well, me and my mates, being part of Pollock's gang, wouldn't take too kindly to that. You understand my meaning? He pats a thick cudgel strapped to his belt. The bloke's gotta be real careful. Okay. What if I want to join Pollock's gang? Then you might be smarter than you look. You want to work for Pollock, then I recommend you go and talk to Miranda. She's the rough-looking lass that's standing up there by you just tell her we sent you over, and she'll decide if you're worth wasting any time. Alright. I'm gonna go then. What brings you back here already? One of your men told me I could talk to you about a job. How did they? Looks you over. Well, he might have a job or two for you. You know who you'll be working for? Yeah, he mentioned some dude named Pollock. Yeah, his name's Pollock, and he's not a very understanding ogre. You get my point. When blades flash from beneath her armor, the man makes one mistake with Pollock, and there's no more mistakes. Are we speaking the same language here? Yeah. I make a mistake, and I kill him. Good. So what I'm trying to tell you is that you don't go into business with a man like Pollock unless you're going in all the way. Plenty of blokes thought they wanted to be in Pollock's gang, then saw too much and got scared, tried to run. She smiles wickedly, and that's where I come in. Okay, and she is... name's Tears, Miranda Tears. I take care of things for Pollock, all sorts of things, like making sure he don't get any soft hearts working for him. Pollock doesn't like something or someone, looking at me, then Miranda takes care of it. Of course. Well, then can we speak about employment? You're such a wonderful... Yes, the job. Well, it's not too hard, especially for someone that's got a brain in the skull. We've been running out of ale around here, and Pollock doesn't like it when he doesn't have his ale. What do you need? We've got a small warehouse here in the Boyle, just a few blocks north of here. It's owned by Clan Mog, and it's full of ale. There's usually a guard out front and one patrolling it. Bring back a crate of ale, and we'll talk about further employment. Sure. I look forward to it. So we are basically just going to raid this warehouse right over here and get ourselves some liquor. Hey buddy, what do you want? I'm here to pick up some ale, guard. Is that a fact? He pats a gun on his hip. And just who sent you to get that ale, errand boy? Miss Miranda Tears, you blithering idiot. From the Clan Mog. He looks you over. I don't know who you are, stranger, but more importantly, you're a terrible liar. And being part of Clan Mog is about the stupidest thing a bloke can lie about. If you get out of here real fast, I might forget to tell anyone about it. If you're a member, then I have nothing to worry about. Stupid thing to say, mate. Now you're going to die. Not sure if the patrolling guard is going to do anything. Nothing else to do. We're going to take that ale. Oh. I guess the guard did aggro. Just a lot of shots there. I don't really care about any weapons. What brings you back already? Oh, here's the ale. You have? Nicely done. Welcome to Pollock's gang. I've told him about you, and he wants to meet you as soon as possible. If you head down to the South Boyle, you'll find where he lives. Tell the guard that Miranda said it was okay for you to go on in. Watch yourself and don't do anything stupid. Pollock will be waiting. I assume by don't do anything stupid it means don't just kill him. I kind of like to do that, but I want the quest XP as well. So half over. What do you want? Oh, I'm here to see Pollock. Oh, it's you. He knocks on the door. Hey boss, it's the new guy. He's here to talk to you. Just wait. Go on in, and if we hear any trouble, you're a dead man. Cool. I wish I could respond to that. Like, are you implying that your boss can't take care of himself? The boy that be making so much noise in the boy. A half ogre before he was huge, his face heavily scarred. Pollock, I assume? Yeah, I'd be Pollock. That's the name you're gonna be remembering, boy. Yeah, I'm sure of it. He eyes Virgil suspiciously. Oh, I forgot about this. Cool. We get some more, like, lore drops. I completely forgot about that. He eyes Virgil suspiciously. Hey, don't I know you over there? Pollock never be forgetting a face. I know I've seen yours. Maybe you've been to the boil before. Virgil? Something you need to be telling me?
I don't know what you're talking about, Pollock. I'm sure we've never seen each other before today. Be careful with him. I've heard, rumors about him.
Virgil, are you sure you've never been here?
This is
You're
not
an
the
awful
time
liar.
or the place to talk about such things. Just watch yourself and be smart about what you say.
Alright, Virgil. I'm sorry, Pollock. You were saying. I be the leader of this gang. He looks you over, his fists clenching and unclenching. You like making noise? Pollock don't like people making too much noise. I be the leader of this gang. You said. Of course, I'm not here to make trouble. You grin smirky. Good. You smart. You keep being smart and you not end up dead. Pollock, you got a job for you, smart boy. You think you got the stones. Yeah, I'll do whatever you need. Good boy, smart boy, obedient boy. You listen to Pollock and you not end up dead. There's a man I needed to kill, a man they call Darian Mogg. You know Darian? Yeah, I've heard of him. Well, Mogg be living in that big building on top of the boil. It be called the Bentley. Thinks he's king of the boil in that building. Pollock show him who king. I understand. What do you want? Bentley locked up tight, and lots of orc trash watching it all the time, inside and out. You gotta be a smart boy, not make a lot of noise. Have to sneak in, make him dead. Got some things that might help you. Are you a magicer or a tech boy? I'll be a tech boy. Tech boy, eh? Well, here you go. He gives you 3 objects. Use them good. You only gonna get 1 chance at this, and don't come back here unless Mogg a dead orc. If I see you before it happens, I kill you myself. And what do I get in return? You can keep the things I gave you, and if you come back alive, I'll give you some gold. That's all you're gonna get. 1600 and do it. It's a deal. Now get out of here. Oh, that was a really easy way to get a hand cannon. And another explosive grenade. Okay, well, so, I mean, we just meet the guy and he sends us on a suicide mission to wipe out the opposing gang. You know what? Let's talk to Miranda first. She just kind of set us up to die. Nice to know that they're just using us as cannon fodder. I am missing so many shots still. Oh, we're also aggro on like this whole place. Now, there is actually another way to sneak in here where you can avoid all of these fights, and you're going to sneak basically right into Mog's room by going through some sewers. However, since we can, we're just doing the frontal assault. I don't know why my the rest of my guys are just not showing up here. There we go. Doggo's helping us. There's some more guys. Let's let them real-time combat. They'll have pretty high dodge skills. Better than... Oh. We got something here. I think it's a reputation. Yeah. Member of the Pullet Gang. As such, you're a sworn enemy of Clan Mog, and there's a fair chance they will attack you on sight. Also, enemy of Clan Mog, since we killed a couple of them. They will generally attack us on sight. Oh. Let my guys handle them. Just do it this way. So let's see. So for a second there, I was thinking the plate mail character was what's her name? Was Jaina, not Virgil, and I was about to make a joke about the Ashley armor in Resident Evil. It just made me think of that, and I just realized that nope, it's Virgil. Alright, well, Mr. Mog here just attacked me on sight because, you know, we're trying to be civilized. Not for it here. Certainly isn't acting that way. That's the end of them. I like that smoking jacket. Too bad it took so much damage. Funny reaction is cool, even though I don't need it. So this little thing right here is the sewers that we could have used to sneak in. The sewers here are pretty long, and if I don't do them now to go back to Pollock, I'm probably just not going to do them. So this is how we're going to go back to him. I'm going to try and do this in real time as well, just to make it a little easier. Those are just regular ghouls, that's fine. Oh, also we leveled. I don't think I need to take Prowling up any further just yet. I think I want to take Pickpocket to expert level. Realistically, I'm probably not going to get much further than level 65 or so, I'm guessing. Maybe a bit less. So I do have to be somewhat careful with my point expenditures. At least for things I want. So I may or may not take the all my thieving skills up to master. We'll see. They don't really have much value. It's more just a fun thing to do. But also, other than like dodge, I don't think there's any real skills left for me that impact character power. I guess melee would actually be the biggest thing I could take, even with firearms. Because if I took melee, I would be able to do, well, one, the Master of Melee quest, which is pretty cool. And two, all of my characters could then be trained to Master of Melee. And since they're all melee, that would improve them a lot. Oh. These are locked. Another 1,000,000 magic items. I'm gonna take a necklace just because I want to make sure that I can give it to the one guy if I just plant it on him. So I can steal those other two things back more easily. I don't actually remember where I need to be going here. Tree mounds. Those sound fun. Man, this is pretty large. Looks like let's remove over here a dead end. There's definitely something here I'm missing. I know there's like a couple ways in and out of the sewer. It's also an easy spot to level up in for a lower level character because so many of these rats are pretty weak. But the spots I use, the graveyard and then the workshop, are much better options. There's a ladder that takes us out. I believe this one takes us over by the gypsies, I think. Maybe. I'll go up it just to check. I am kind of curious, but I think that's where I am. Oh, I need to actually get out through that. Okay. Slime demons. Alright, well, before I go down there, I want to check the room over on this side and see if it was a dead end. Stuff goes up pretty far. So I got like 3 directions here to go in. I kind of like just to narrow the options. Save too, just in case I accidentally shoot me. I don't want to upset. Okay, well, dead end room. That's good. Helps us narrow the paths. Nothing here I care about looting. That's also good. Clock spinning thing here. The game's lagging. This must be. Sorry, this is a bug from the mod. And try quick load. Sometimes the AI just sort of gets into a loop like that. It's a mod bug. Well, actually, not really a bug related to mod content, but it's actually because of the resolution of the game. Because they like calculate based on how much you can see, and higher resolutions you can see more. That's why I'm playing it in 1920 by 1080 rather than matching my monitor resolution. Because if I made it even larger, that bug, it seems to get more common based on as resolution goes up, like eventually. So it does seem like a balance of being reasonable for something that I was stuck in full screen mode on. And not having everything bug out too much, at least. It was actually kind of a challenge to make this game what I would consider stream playable. You can play it on stream, but there's a lot of like screen tearing issues and stuff that happen on newer hardware. I think I mentioned this the first day. So as a result, I had to grab a few mods for performance and to fix that very specific graphics settings. And once I got everything to work correctly, I've just been really hesitant to try anything else. So this room would have been a real challenge at a lower level. This elixir of hypnotic suggestion, that was nice. Another one of those. The hypnotic suggestion elixir is something a few people use as like a roleplay ability. There's a spell here. Let me see if I can find it. I don't remember entirely what college it's from. Yeah, mental. Dominate will. Lets you put something under mind control. And the elixir of hypnotic suggestion does the same thing as tech. And you can basically, I think it just maintains it indefinitely. Well, at least until you decide to cancel it. So in certain areas, if you want to get through without combat, you basically just mind control them. And in order to make that, I think it's a therapeutic. No, it's not. Yeah, it's a therapeutics here. Persuasion plus hallucinate. In fact, if you want to do a complete pacifist run, there's normally 2 enemies at the very end of the game, not the last boss, but near it, that in almost every case you have to kill in order to open up access to a certain room. And the only way to get through it without killing them is to use that potion of persuasion. I think it's the only spot in the game where there's not an intentional non-violent option to get through. Almost everything else has a way to talk your way out of things. At least in the main quest, like that Mog, Assassinate Mog quest, obviously, you can't talk to anyone. But that is actually one of the things I find cool about this game, is that there's almost always multiple ways to complete things, and you don't have to be like some sort of combat guy with your character. You could be like completely non-violent and just like use your words. Or, as I am planning to do for the end of this game, hoping, is to talk no jutsu the final boss, and maybe some other bosses. Which would be very fun because, as my profile picture likely shows, at least for the moment, I might change it, I'm a big Naruto fan. And I find the idea of talking no jutsu to actually be the final boss to be hilarious. Oh, here's a tech one. Cool. Have the explosive grenade, and take that sheet metal so we can make the other grenades. And so I could make the Tesla rod out, actually right now out of this, or no, I can make a shocking staff with this capacitor and staff. But there is not a Tesla oil in here, so I can't make a Tesla rod. I would if I could, just because they're neat. And I think they're a better electric weapon than the Tesla coil, or the Tesla gun, I think. Not entirely sure. But I was using the Tesla gun because I kind of have to when Firearms is my ability. Sorry, one sec. I guess we didn't get this room up here either. Alright, well, I'm gonna do... I think I remember this path goes somewhere. This whole side path here does not. It's a dead end. It's actually a semi-difficult room at the end. But I don't remember if this part does. So we're going to go through it first. Looks like it takes us to a passage out. And just kind of like based on where we've run, I think this takes us up to Pollock's room. That was close. Those guys were almost making some fire elementals. Okay, well, this is a dead end. We've covered most of these dead ends now. I think these are good swords. I think it's a Stillwater blade. If I were playing a magic character, Stillwater blades are kind of the equivalent of the balanced swords, or maybe these pyrotechnic axes, where they are cheap, plentiful, and powerful. They're pretty cool because what they end up doing as a sword is they give you a little bit of mana that can regenerate, so it doesn't come out of your fatigue first. But also, when you attack things, they summon wolves that help you out. So you get like little summon pets for free. So I'm going here. I actually do want to do this part on turn-based because of this fire elemental. Well, that went south in a hurry, didn't it? Sorry, when I'm looking off to the side there, I'm trying to answer some people in another chat that are saying some things. I need to actually set up a secondary laptop in front of me, I think, the keyboard, or I think sometimes you can see my I have a portable monitor right back here. Sometimes you see it on camera, sometimes you don't. Depends on where I have the camera pointed. And I could actually connect that to like my secondary computer, put it under my main monitors, and I don't know, my keyboard can like connect on both wired and then like a Bluetooth, so I can actually connect it to multiple computers at once. But that might actually be a good way to go about it too, so I don't have to put it to the side. I just have a monitor next to me. I forgot to... Ooh. I was not expecting Sog to die there. Oh, and I am not... I just basically used all my movement on that. Whoops. So the elementals despawn there because the magus ran out of fatigue. Sog's back up. His gear took a hit. surprised there's some pure ore. I didn't need to loot it. There's not really value in it. We did level out of that though, even though we had to use a revive on poor Sog. It's cool. Send everyone in for that room. That passage actually also goes up, so that one could be the one that goes to Pollock's room. I don't really care which one does though until I go through the rest of these sewers. No, my guys are pulling things pretty well. Looks like... Oh, there's another entrance. This could be Pollux as well. I guess it doesn't really matter. This should have these sewers clear after we go through this. So... I'm just gonna go up this ladder. Wherever it leads me. Also have 2 more points to spend. Prowling is probably good enough. Maybe. Oh, I guess I... So I spent 2 on pickpocket. I guess I've got a small bonus on it somehow. Spent that on prowling, I get a small bonus too, I guess. I also really want persuasion. And dodge to make my characters better. I just want everything. Pickpocket is what is preventing us from completing these quests, though. So we're just going to max that. I think this is a little short of master level. We should have really good pickpocket now. Okay, well, here's Pollock. Hey, buddy. So you came back. I hear you killed Mog. Good job. Yeah, this guy sent me on a suicide mission. And against all odds, I pulled it off. So, yeah, he should be saying good job. I want my money. Yes, you earned it. Here's your money. He gives it to you. You've done a good job, boy. You always be a member of Pollock's gang. I'll be departing. Completed. Pollock wants you to kill its reputation. Enemy of Clan Mob. Nice. Well, we are going to go talk to Miranda, I guess, because I'm curious if she says anything else. I don't think she does. I don't want to antagonize these guys, too. Oh, hey, Miranda. Oh, go talk with... What do you want there, boy? Few questions. Good dude. Oh, that stuff doesn't update. Nothing I really want to sell. I can go grab my expert pickpocket. But before I do that, just gonna walk right over here. Hey, let me in. What do you want? Nothing, I'll be leaving now. He's not gonna just open the door for me. Also not gonna let me in with the key, or without a key. Oh. Oh. There we go. Not really something I had to do. I just, kind of wanted to kill Pollock before I kill the rest of his gang. You'll always be one of us. Now. I like that they damage their weapons. Not breaking the door down. Well, so much for Pollock's gang. Not sure if they had anyone else hanging out down here. That guy is harmless. He gets to live. He's just an innocent half-ogre or half-orc trying to get by. I think they're all killed. Let me see what happened to the reputation. We're only an enemy of Mog. Didn't recognize we just killed Pollock. The woman glares at you. Haven't you heard? The boss is dead. Pollock's gang is through, and so am I. Turns away from you. That's nice. What about this guy? Dwarf bandit. Death is too good for your kind betrayer. I mean, they could attack me if they really had problems. They cannot help you, halfling. I've killed men for speaking to me in such tones. Okay, I don't want to cross someone like you. Just a little jest. Alright, I'm gonna go. I thought I'd get a reputation for murdering Pollock as well. And like cleaning up the boil. But I guess I get that later. Or maybe I have to kill the people in the bar also. I don't remember. The bar patrons aren't aggro though. I'm gonna leave them alone. I'm just gonna go get my pickpocket. I don't know if I have to get apprentice before I get expert. I don't actually know if I've ever tried. So, we're just gonna go over here. Sorry, I was thinking about changing my lights real quick. It seems a little bright, but I've got another about 30 minutes before I end this, so I think I'm just gonna leave it as it is. You make me an expert. Cool. Well, that worked out. Oh yeah, I take 10 points. So, can I steal here? I don't know if I can do this now, or if I'm still gonna have to try and sneak. Oh, I got it. So, points well spent, I suppose. No, notes are in here. Anything else we still need to steal? Here's Cedric Appleby's quest, but eh. I'm not sure if there's a way for me to do that quest without botching a character interaction that I want, because if I work with Bates, I will I'll piss off Appleby, and I want to be on Bates' side because the last party member that I want comes from him. Have something you want. Thank you, I'm leaving. I think that was all of the Thieves Guild quests here. So what we can do next is we can either go back down, turn in this mine, or we can just wait until a quest sends us back into that region, which I'm fine waiting on as well. And instead, maybe we just go up here and do this quest. Something on the main quest line. Human guard. Hello, I'm greatly honored. Whose house might this be? This line right here is when I was sneaking around earlier and triggered something. Although I haven't actually gotten the quest for it. So I'm not going to hit it just yet. I'm going to go through this other dialogue. Gilbert Bates, the industrialist, lives here. I would like to gain I need to gain an audience with Mr. Bates, or I have a matter of utmost importance to discuss with Mr. Bates. Let's say utmost importance. This matter would be pertaining to, I have a ring that used to belong to him. You and every other assassin or lunatic who comes around here and move along. Well, how can I get in to see him then? That is not possible. Mr. Bates sees no one, especially now with the recent attempt on his life. What attempt on his life? Mr. Bates was attacked in his study by some fanatic. Thank the gods, Chukka was there to snap the intruder's neck before he could do any harm. You know, Chukka is probably not a good name for this guy. What? Oh well. What is Chukka? And Chukka is Mr. Bates' bodyguard. Mr. Bates saved his life somehow years ago. Chukka has been at his side ever since. Well, it's still imperative that I see him. Well, we've been having some problems with saboteurs at the factory. If you could take care of them, I am sure Mr. Bates would want to thank you personally. Yeah, sure. My interest is piqued. What else can you tell me? Not much, really. They usually strike in the middle of the night, sometime after midnight. We've lost several guards we've sent there to stop them. Well, I'll take care of them. Good luck. The factory is located at the tail end of Ten Hands Alley. Here's the key. The guards will be expecting you. Come back here when you have dispatched them, and I will let you in to see Mr. Bates. I must go. And the saboteurs are removed. No, thank the gods. I thought we would never be rid of them. Please go inside. Mr. Bates will be anxious to thank you. Many thanks. It's got quite a house. Full of servants' clothes. I can actually sneak down there into some sewers, but I don't think, if I remember right, I don't think there's any loot down there. It's just it's like a secondary passage in. We're just gonna go up here and steal from this safe. Actually steal from most of these rooms. Master bedroom is what I want to steal from, though, because of its chest. Alright, here's Gilbert Bates.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Gilbert Bates, as I'm sure you have surmised. I'd like to extend my thanks to you, sir, for putting an end to the difficulties at my factory. I've been informed that there is a matter you wish to discuss.
Quite so. I'd like to ask you about this ring.
Great gods! How did you come by that ring?
A gnome gave it to me as he lay dying.
A gnome? What manner of tomfoolery is this? Are you certain it was not a dwarf?
Well, of course I've never seen a skinny beardless dwarf, or why would a dwarf have your ring? Let's say the skinny beardless dwarf.
Yes, I am familiar with the dwarves and their customs. Tell me, was there anything distinctive about this fellow?
He had a scar over his left eye.
By Alberic, I knew it in my heart. That was no gnome. It was Stena Rockcutter.
Well, I suppose it could have been a sick dwarf, but his beard, or Who's Stenner? Why would a dwarf shave his beard? I mean, I don't know why a dwarf would shave his beard, but it's a good question, right?
Stenner was an old friend of mine. But for him to cut off his beard, by the gods, it's unthinkable. But please, tell me, did he say anything to you before he died? Did he say anything about me?
He said he had escaped to warn us about the evil.
The evil? What evil? And where did he escape from?
No, sorry, but he didn't say. I was hoping you would know what it meant.
Something horrible must have happened after I... Did he say anything else?
He referred to you as a boy. Why would he do that?
I do not know. Even though dwarves reckon time differently than humans, he must have realized that I am now an old man. Perhaps it is because I was but a boy when I betrayed his trust all those years ago.
Sad. How did you come to betray him?
That is quite the long tale. A tale of my shame, it is.
Well, I mean, he brought it up, so I'm listening. Tell me all about your great shame.
It is ironic that my greatest mistake is that which brought me such wealth. As a youth, I was enamored of all things dwarven, so I sought out the nearest clan and attempted to impress them with my grasp of their technology. They laughed. It was obviously a novelty to them, a ridiculous human who had a natural bent towards technology. I suppose it didn't help that I was a mere 14 years old at the time. I became something they humored to entertain themselves.
Oh, go on.
Stenner was the only one who truly called me friend in all those years. And betrayal is how I repaid his friendship. It was he who first showed me their steam engine, as he knew I could appreciate the beautiful intricacies of its design. They had left it to rust in a corner, as they had very little use for a device that would reduce the need for sheer physical power. Imagine a dwarf relying on a device to do his digging for him. It's preposterous.
And?
I asked him if I could tinker with it, perhaps improve on it, as I knew this was the key to becoming truly a part of the dwarven world. I quickly devised a way to use it to power a pump for draining the mines. When I fell all over myself trying to explain it to them, laughter was once again their only response. I knew I had to somehow gain their respect, so I hastily sketched some schematics and set out to prove my theory.
These dwarves are kind of dicks. Like, he gets to work with their steam, with their technology. He improves on it. Then they just laugh at him. Like, it's such a mean thing to do. Especially, like, he was just a kid. Like, what's wrong with these guys? What's wrong with these guys?
The struggling human mining company that I brought the plans to offered me a share in their mines for the steam pump. I was ecstatic. I had not a care for their mines or their money. I desired vindication. When I returned to the dwarves to boast of my accomplishments and be welcomed into their clan, they were gone. The inventions came quickly after that, fueled by my anger and confusion.
Poor guy.
How could they have denied me my place amongst them after all my labors? Somehow I felt I could still prove myself to them. I continued searching for them in all my spare moments, but to no avail. But then they came, the robed ones.
What are the robed ones? And what is my cat doing? Here I'm looking. Oh. He's doing things that are inappropriate.
They appeared to me late one night, and they warned me to never speak of, nor try to find the dwarves again. Still being a mere lad, you can imagine the terror that put into me. As my wealth and power grew, I shook off some of my youthful fear, and hired the first in a long chain of investigators to locate Stenar and his clan.
And?
None of them ever returned with any worthwhile information, and some never returned at all. The ones that did told of vicious traps and creatures attacking them from the shadows. As word of these failures spread, it became more and more difficult to find souls brave enough to take on the challenge.
Okay, but why did you send me here with your ring?
He knew that ring would lend veracity to your tale. I gave Stenner that ring the last time I saw him, and now he is dead. If only we knew what he meant by the evil.
Now, Virgil here thinks it has something to do with his religion.
I don't put much stock in religious ramblings myself, but if you feel it could help you to get more information on the Panari, you should go to their temple on the northern end of Lion's Head Circle. I'm more concerned with who killed Stenner and why, and what all this has to do with my relationship with the Black Mountain clan.
So what is to be done now?
There must be some clue left in the Black Mountain mines. I am certain of this. You seem to be a resourceful individual. Would you be interested in searching the mines for some clue as to their whereabouts? I would make it worth your while, I can assure you.
Yeah, I'm happy to do it. It's not like, this is a main quest line and I can't refuse. I have to complete the game, so I will absolutely search for you.
Splendid! Here, let me mark your map with the location of the Black Mountain mines. I am certain there must be some clues to be found there. Please, return as soon as you have found anything.
Sounds good. I'll return with your information.
One more thing. I would like to purchase my ring back from you. I'd give you 200 coins. It would mean quite a bit to me. My father gave it to me before he died.
I don't care about the money, so here it is.
Much
All yours.
obliged. I will speak with you when you return.
Ask some more questions.
Of course. What do you wish to ask of me?
What of the recent attempt on your life?
There's not much, really, as Chukka is given to overzealousness in his protection of my person. He rendered the interloper lifeless before I could question him. All he had on his person was an amulet bearing the symbol of the Molokian hand, the eye in the hexagram.
You mean the same thing as the necklaces I'm wearing right now? You would think that would make me a little bit more sus.
They were a religious order of assassins some 500 years ago. Rumors of their continued existence surface periodically, but are usually proven to be hoaxes. I figure this for a new group trying to adopt some of the prestige of the name.
They seem to be after me as well.
Let us hope for both our sakes that they are mere pretenders to the name, then. I would be loath to have the authentic Molokians out for my blood.
Well, I'll keep a watchful eye. May I ask more questions?
Of course. What do you wish to ask of me?
Okay, so I don't think that I can get this guy yet. This ogre guard right here is the one who's going to be my other follower. Once I'm able to. Right now we're just gonna... Oh, there's nothing in here. Okay, I thought we could lockpick that for loot. Guess not. We could try and get into this guy's bedroom. We're gonna let him go to bed. Like the ogre doesn't sleep, he just paces back and forth. He did put his ring on. It'd be funny to steal it and sell it again. I jammed it. Let's try waiting a day and seeing if I can lockpick it. I did fail a lot there. I think I have an automatic 1 in 10 chance of success because of my 20 intelligence. We're stealing this journal of Gilbert Bates. I believe it was Cedric Appleby, I think. Wants that one? Let me see here. I guess I haven't picked it up. Either way, we can just completely ruin Gilbert later on by publishing that diary or his journal, regardless of what Cedric wants, I think. Get out of here, though. I guess we'll just be waiting till morning, and he's not going to wonder at all why we're, just hanging out in his bedroom. Right, well, now we are out of here. Let's wrap some stuff up today by taking care of this mine. I don't want to do this next main quest part yet because when that ogre is offered to us, there's only one opportunity to get him. And I want to make sure that I do get him because he is missable otherwise. So we're just gonna walk down here to Durnholm. Maybe I should have used the guy in Toronto repair first. My coffee's cold. That's surprising. It's that cup is one of those cups that keeps things at a specific temperature. Okay, sorry about that. My mic disconnected again. Uh, um, it is kind of a hassle. Like, it doesn't seem to be a driver thing. I think it's the... Yeah, like right there, just disconnected again. It's like it's connecting and disconnecting. I don't have a replacement cable for it, so very weird. I mean, it should be a decent, like it's a decent enough mic. It just disconnects, and then I only know the inputs. This is some amazing combat. Yeah, it also seems like my mic is not working exactly correct now that I reconnected it. Like the... No, okay, it's not... Okay, so given those audio issues, basically right here. We're almost done anyways. But this audio is kind of frustrating, and I really need to get it fixed. So I appreciate everyone watching, streaming, VOD, all that stuff. I will be on again, probably not tomorrow because I have plans, but likely a Tuesday or Wednesday stream. I'm not sure which yet. But thank you, everyone. Watching, lurking, chatting, VODs, all that fun stuff. I will see you another day.